I have here a caulking toolkit. Gonna go ahead and open this up so we can take everything out and take a look at it and see how it works and what all it comes with. So it comes with a lot of different items here. So starting over here, this is going to be useful for removing grout. This is made of tungsten. It's going to get down in the crack and help grind it out and pull out the grout. You got this piece. This is an outer edge silicone finisher. This one is a double tool, so this got an inner corner finisher as well as a grout tool to help push grout into the crack. That's also what this is going to be used for. This ball is going to be useful for pushing the grout in the cracks. Then right here, we've got a razor blade on one side and then a plastic blade on the other. This is useful for removing the excess silicone and cleaning up the edges. And then there are some extra blades right here as well for that, both the plastic and the metal. These are some silicone application as well as some different scrapers and grout application depending on what you're using. There's a bunch of different ways you can use those. And then this is a 4-in-1 tool. So out here on this end, you've got a silicone scraper, so it's really good at getting the silicone out of the crack. It also has a little flat metal scraper for helping get silicone off. And then underneath here, it's got a little grout hook that's useful for peeling grout out of cracks as well. And then this other one that flips out here is a silicone applicator, and it has different heads depending on what type of gap you're trying to apply the silicone in, and you just kind of pick and choose which one you're going to want to use. So down here on my toilet, I've got some bad silicone that's starting to fall away from the toilet, so I need to replace it. So I'm going to be peeling off the bad. I'm going to start by using this tool right here. It kind of has this little point that goes down in and can pull out the silicone. So I'm going to be doing that, and then I'll clean it all up and put in some new silicone. So this point right here did really good at getting the silicone started, but I do have a few spots like right here where I'm going to have to dig a little bit more to get that out of that little grout edge right there. So this works really good at getting those edges. And then also come around with the scraper and scraping off the parts that stuck a little bit more and making sure it's nice and clean before I put down the new silicone bead. So keep in mind that this kit does come with some gloves that you can put on to help keep the silicone from getting all over you while you're doing this process. So now that I've got everything cleaned up and I've got some fresh silicone here, I'm going to go ahead and put a bead all the way around, and then I'm going to use my tool to flatten out that bead and make it look nice. Okay, so now that I got the initial bead laid around the bottom of the toilet, I'm going to use this scraper right here to put the finishing touch on it. It's super easy. You're just going to push and kind of drag. So I got the bead finished up. The tool worked really good to do a nice clean finish. You can see that it sealed everything up really nice, and it worked really well. So this caulking toolkit is super nice. It comes with all of the tools that you would need to remove and replace silicone, as well as grout, caulk, that kind of stuff. It comes with gloves, and this 4-in-1 tool was super useful at removing the caulk as well as having the piece to help finish it off and put it back in place and seal it all back up. So I recommend this to anybody that needs to do some caulk work. This is a really nice toolkit to have.